Good evening and welcome to the January 6, 2026 regularly scheduled meeting of Nacogdoches City Council. We'll call this meeting to order. Chad, would you lead us in prayer, please?
I'll be glad to.
You'll stand for the pledges, please.
Flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to Texas, one state,
God, one and indivisible.
Next item's open forum, and we don't have any, do we, Karen? Okay, nothing in open forum. Item 4, items to be removed from the consent agenda, if any.
Second.
Have motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Now, we have one item on the regular agenda. Item 6A, discussion of electronic bill presentment and payment options for city utility and other eligible accounts receivable. Kevin, Assistant Director of Finance.
City Council, Kevin, Assistant Director of Finance. Widely known, it's widely known that payment processors charge credit card fees, and currently the city absorbs those fees. And I've put together in the slide in front of you what that looks like, separated by fund for last year. Now, the city also offers several other payment options that are free of charge for the customers. And so with that, finance is recommending we move towards a flat rate model where we're passing on the convenience fee to the customers, and a percentage base for non-utility payments. Now, on this next slide, we have some of those payment options that are free of charge right now, and it would remain that way, with the exception of the last one there being the ACH will have a 75 cents per transaction. Now, we're bringing this to open for input ahead of us bringing an agreement forward. And with that, I'm open to any questions.
Back to that. Go back to that. First slide. Okay. I'm the one that kind of got into this thing because I'm in retail and I have to deal with this every single day, every single year, and basically what you're doing is you're giving away $216,000, right?
The city is paying for that
That's right.
convenience fee.
Right.
And that is in the utility fund,
Right.
but when we get hit every other meeting about utility fund transfers,
Right.
Again, a check can be written
Right.
and it doesn't apply.
Right.
So that's one way to avert it.
And it doesn't, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't make any difference whether it's utility fund or general fund. It's still $216, $676. That's a lot of money, That would go a long way. And basically what you end up doing is you're paying for somebody's vacation is what you're basically doing, because they get points and they get this and they get that on their credit cards or debit cards, or not debit cards, but I'm all in favor of passing this along. And I've made the statement before that we have given away enough revenue. This is not costing anybody anything but the city. It's not costing the consumer anything. Are they going to be a little bit inconvenienced and not get their points on their whatever card they use? Probably so. It's $216,000, which is a lot of money to me. whether it be in the utility fund or the general fund.
And let me throw one other thing out. I hate to point this out, but yes, I know we're going to get golfers ultimately coming through here and their Gulfstreams and things, but you can afford a plane just like a boat. You know, you pump gas at a marina, it's going to be expensive. If you've got a Gulfstream, by all means, you better have a gold card. So I don't think y'all should feel real bad about it.
I have a question. So is the proposal, first of all, everybody does this. I mean, everybody passes along the credit card charges to the consumer. Yeah. So I'm not arguing about it.
The last two different cities I was at, we ended up doing the same thing for the same reason.
Right. So my question is, are you going to take credit card payments and then charge, a lot of people charge 3.5% for a credit card usage, or I don't know what's being proposed. So explain.
You can't see the, let's see, go back, bottom.
So you're saying that you will charge, oh, I see. So you, for a credit card, say I come in and pay $300 on mine, you would either charge me $1.93 or 2.85%, or
If it's utilities, it'd be the flat rate. And then if you're a high roller and you got a G-Wagon and a Gulfstream, you're going to get hit with 2.85% on your gas up.
The city's not receiving that revenue,
I understand that.
percentage. The processor is the one that's getting that money.
I understand that. I'm just trying to, I think what I've seen is, 3.5% for,
Well, this is
Because
actually,
these are-
Kevin, can you speak to this? Because this
Yeah,
is actually
tell me.
not, this is kind of, go ahead.
Yeah, so here we see it split in two models. So the non-utility and the utility. And the reason for that is utility has a unique factor to it because there are certain thresholds and it's predictable where they're able to offer us a flat rate. And so if you look at an average bill, let's say 160, and you charge a flat rate, just there and then, by switching to this model, you're cutting it by 58%, regardless of who's absorbing it or not. So that on its own is already one of the attractiveness of moving to a flat rate model. Now, everything else will need to go through a non-utility because that deal is only available for utility payments.
to make this real simple for me and for everybody, when I bring my credit card to the office for my $300 water bill, which includes whatever, the garbage and the whole thing, when I bring that, what will I be charged?
193 flat rate, always.
Yeah, it's a flat rate regardless.
Regardless of the amount of the bill, it could be
$10 or $10,000.
And that will cover all of our fees
well.
or not?
Again, this would be going directly to the payment processors at this point. When we move towards a pass-through model, the city doesn't touch that portion of it anymore. What's happening now is with the absorbed model, then that bill comes to the city. With this, they'll be paying it right when they're passing the card, so it doesn't touch the city's accounts.
Okay, so, yeah, I mean, I'm just wondering if it would cover it, because say I come in and pay $1,000, it's still $1.93.
It is, yes. There are certain thresholds within the agreement, and at a later time, we're going to be presenting that agreement also, but there are certain thresholds, but it's going to be to the north of over 1,000, up to 5,000. I think there are certain criterias for it to qualify as a utility bill.
Go down there and pay a ticket at Scotch, it's gonna be 2.85% at the police. Isn't that right, Scott?
And again, if you write a check, it's not applicable.
But the check is 75 cents, right?
No, so these are the other forms of payments.
That's
These
if
are
it's debit.
completely free.
Oh, just the debit, okay.
Yeah.
Some of us still have checkbooks.
Okay.
I appreciate the finance department looking at. I'd like for us to this away, and then
And
gotta have revenue.
one thing worth saying also, moving towards this model, it expands the payment options for customers also. So they can use the other online forms of payments. It all falls through the same model. And so if they use PayPal, Venmo, or whatever.
Kiosk, what is,
That's the drive-through. There's a little kiosk there. It's an actual computer thing. Yeah.
That there was.
Well, for the utility portion, it's going to be per bill. So for a water bill, you'll have that fee occurring to it. Now, as far as seeing all of what you're paying the city, you would be able to see it in a unified portal at that point. Part of moving towards this model, yes, you'll be able to see everything in one place, but it would be charged separately for the utilities.
You would be able to go.
Now, as far as going in there and being able to execute the payment for all of it, you would have that flexibility. Yes, you can go in there and select all of your bills, including any other things that you're paying to the city, in one place, which is one of the reasons for us to make this upgrade, because right now it's kind of segmented in different processors, and that just makes it a little bit difficult for that. But once it's all in one place, then yes, you'll be able to see all of them in there, the history of all of it, and be able to pay simultaneously.
But he would pay 225, right? If he had three, all at once, 3 meters. Is that correct?
He would pay $193 for each meter. Yeah.
Or I'm talking about if he had it on debit, ACH, yeah.
Oh yeah, ACH. Yeah, you'll pay 75 cents at that point. Yeah, ACH. If you're paying anything through ACH, it's a flat fee. It's also a flat fee, and it's going to be 75 cents per payment. Yeah.
What are we gonna do with all this extra money?
Well, it's on the utility fund side. So again, it's, we've talked about this. Yes, we've been, as a percentage of the budget, the last several years, we've actually reduced the percent of transfers, but that's that much less, reduce the cost, reduce the transfers.
so you mentioned, I think this is all great. I think it's cheap. I think, if we were gonna, I don't know, I wouldn't be adverse to, as long as we cover all the costs of the, but you said you're going towards something else. Can you tell me a little bit about where we're headed in the billing and?
Well, what I can say is, throughout this review process, we've reached out to different processors to try to see which ones we would be able to negotiate everything that we can, because one of the other things is there's the volume. So this is being processed through the city, and so that gives us the leverage to also, even if it is a pass-through model, that we're negotiating the best rate for the customers. And so this right here really consolidates that. It puts it all under one single model where it really is very competitive. We're counting with we're counting that there is going to be some change in how the revenue is coming in, but what we are considering is that there are going to be some positive changes, because with adoption rate increasing, that means more people are going to end up being auto pay or ACH. And with that, it cuts on having to print the bill, and there are other savings that are going to be inherent to this process that are not being shown here, aside from the dollar amount for the actual fee. So there are some collateral savings that are going to happen. Just on bills alone, the city pays north of $5,000 to $10,000 to print those bills, so that is anticipated.
And the staff time. Just, that's the other piece I think that's Kevin trying to get at, is that it's labor intensive.
Okay, you don't need this is just discussion, right?
This is just for input, yes. We'll be bringing an agreement at a later future date.
Any other questions? Good job, Kevin, and Finance Department. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Regular meeting tonight. Go to Texas Government Code, Section 551.072. We will adjourn into executive session and be back shortly. 6:09, we're returning from executive session. And do I have a motion?
We accept the
Second it.
Any discussion?
Well, I just would like to say that in case anyone's misunderstanding here, the city is trying to protect the stone fort. We're not trying to take it away from anybody. We're trying to give it a lot longer lifespan with a lot more attention than it's ever gotten. It's what Stephen F. Austin and the University of Texas system wants. And somebody's going to take it, and I think it's best in the hands of the city.
Absolutely.
Second it.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Carries unanimously. That concludes tonight's meeting. It is 6:10. God bless the great city of Nacogdoches, Texas.